It's 4:30 in the morning. It's day 7. And we're headed to the tuna auctions because somebody won us tickets in an auction. So there used to be a viewing section in the tuna auctions, and it was way too busy. So they ended up putting it into like a lottery system. And if you're lucky enough, you can apply and you can win. You can view the tuna auctions. So we're on our way to the fish market now, and the tour starts at 5:30. So we're going to get there hopefully early because we don't want to be late. Speaking of though, 4:30 is a nice time to look at the city. It's still like 28 degrees at least. It's still so warm. It's 4:45. We got a taxi. We're here. It smells like fish. Now we work out how to get in. This is the first time I've seen like bottles of alcohol with prices. The bottle of Canadian Club, I think it's like a 750ml, $16. And there's a Red Label 200ml for $5.50, and a Black Label for $8.75. Pretty cheap. Alcohol tax ain't no thing. So we're waiting until 5:25 with all of the other lottery winners. I'm sure there's going to be more, but so far it's only 6 of us. And Emily's found a small stamp thing, and these are at every train station as well, so we're actually going to get a book and start stamping because we didn't realise until yesterday that we were supposed to be doing that, just for a cute little keepsake. So today's actually going to be a huge day for us. We're up at 4:30, we're going to the fish market, then we're going to a miniature museum, and then we're going to street cart, which is the go-karts on the road, and then we're beelining from there straight to the middle of Shibuya for the first Saturday of the month, which is the cruise night. So there'll be everybody out hopefully in all their cars. Apparently it's like lowrider Saturday nights, which should be really cool, and it starts at like 10:30 or something like that. So we'll go see. I saw it on one of Alexi's videos a long time ago, so hopefully that's really good. And then up early in the morning to go to like a cars and coffee type thing somewhere else. So it's going to be a big 24 hours, I guess, but it should be good. Wish us luck. Yeah, lots of coffee. That one was good. This one was kind of average. I put 2 sugar shots in it and it's still kind of bad. My dad goes fishing for these things all the time and it scares the crap out of me. The fish don't, the water scares the crap out of me. So I've got about a 30-minute tour. I'm just about to head off, so I'm going to film the whole thing and then I'll just cut it down in post. We've got the golden ticket. We've got a golden ticket. It's bloody cold. Now this is the auction over here. They're spraying all the ice off just so you can see the fish nicely. And there's all the people arguing over the fish. So these are all the local restaurants and stuff, all fighting over who gets the best tuna by the looks of it. And it seems like no one is forklift certified because the tines are in the air. The tines are in the air. Stop it. There's a third one. The tines are in the air. There's people under it. Bloody forklift drivers. Tuna steaks over here, all pre-processed, ready to go. Boxes of tuna steak, and then the example on top of what you're buying. And a lot of the prospective buyers are walking around with hooks. So if they see a piece of tuna that they like, they stab their hook into it. And then it brings out a little bit of, and then it pulls out a little bit of the tuna meat with it, so then they can check the actual quality of the meat inside the fish.
What is the difference in a fresh and
So bluefin tuna is about $50 to $110 a kilo, according to the bloke's little book over there. That's quite a lot when you end up with a fish that's like 80 to 100 kilos pretty easily. It is just saying they cut off the tail and put it inside the stomach of the tuna. That way they can save on space and also still keep all of the parts and make it like a foot shorter. And I assume they gut it at the same time. And the tail cuts on top, they are what they use to decipher whether it's a good thickness or like hardness, density. And they judge the density off of that, the patterns that the meat makes. And then if they are still unsure, they use their little hooks. So the fresh tuna over this side, which are slowly getting packaged, they sell for about $110 a kilo. And over this side, they're from Tokyo and Australia. And then over here, from the rest of the world, are the frozen tuna, and they sell for about $50 a kilo, AED. Here's another angle of those fish we were looking at from the other room. You can see they're quite big. So that's the end of our tuna tour. It was a very good time. And now we're just going to head over to the miniature village and another shopping district before we go to street carts tonight. Just when you thought these things are really silly, they have license plates. Skeet skeet. So we've made it to Small World's Tokyo, which is a miniature museum. So it doesn't open for about an hour and a half. So we're just going to sit down with our robot mate here. I heard something carby start up a minute ago. Here it is. This is the Miniatures Museum. So there's a bunch of interactive stuff. I'll press the first button and this lid has lifted up, revealing what looks like a stock market or similar. And there's just a bunch of little cars and stuff. Little Airstream caravan. I'd like to take a whole bunch of these home, they're super cool. Lowrider. How cute. These are probably 3/4 of the size of Hot Wheels cars, for anyone wondering. There's a little Back to the Future set up here with Doc. Lowriders in the background. Memory wiped. This is just another example of how great Japan is. And it doesn't matter what you're into, there's something for everyone. Keep getting distracted filming because there's little buttons for the interactive section. We had children, and there's like trains and stuff moves, and there's also a treasure hunt for the letters, so we're slowly trying to collect those. Maximum speed. This is crazy. Some very talented and very patient people.
So this is the next section. It's got a whole bunch of smaller exhibits.
And maybe they're done by individuals, I'm not really sure. But there's stuff like this one. It's actually for sale. It's a little seafood restaurant. If you got a lazy $3,500, you can buy this. You can buy this exhibit. It's a workshop. And another workshop. The mini is a bit too small for that room. There's a bakery or cake shop. Donuts, cakes, kitchen, loaves of bread. A scale model airport. You even have a waiting lounge. Is that a DR30 wagon? The yellow one. Is that an MR or DR30 wagon? The level of detail is insane. Just for reference, they are smaller than the fingernail on my pinky. And look, there's little bottles of sauce and stuff on the conveyor belt behind. The people in this grandstand are about the size of a match head, and each single person is painted and positioned. Here's a better look into how they make the miniatures. So they start off with the wooden buck, I guess, and then just slowly add more and more detail. And then you end up with the whole town. This section is Tokyo. I should mention this is all in 1/80th scale. So Hot Wheels, for example, are in 1/64. So this is obviously smaller than Hot Wheels. A couple of MR or DR30 hatchbacks. There's a 4-door sedan just there, and we saw the wagon earlier. Got a little burnout going on up here. We got the Red Suns RX-7, and then there's an entire city back there you can't even see really. Got an R32. Another R32. This is still going. That's huge. There they are. We got an FC, and we got the 86, and another 32. How has he not popped a suit yet? Wow, he's been going for a while. Those chickens are about the size of match heads, maybe even smaller. Got a 4-door 32 and a high ace. These are characters you can get made of yourself in 2 different scales. So they're 1/24 scale, and those ones are a different scale, which I can't see. This is the behind the scenes sort of section where they work on the miniatures. It's got a reach stacker. That's what I drive for work. Got a gunship, plane, some cranes and trains and automobiles. Another workshop with someone actually working in it on a Saturday. Dedicated man. I think he's fixing the wing on that plane. I'm not sure if he's building it or fixing it. These ones are super tiny. Little tiny cage truck. There's these little desserts here. Now they are so small. That's fully zoomed in. I'm at a miniature museum and I'm still geeking over how small those things are. So they are like the end of a thumbtack, that kind of size. Got Dad's new boat on its way to be delivered. There's a Crown wagon there. I reckon that's a GS 126. Some good driving roads there. Wolf. So now we're off to Joyopolis, which is like an entertainment little centre. So it's pretty close apparently. So we're just waiting for a train which was just coming over the hill right now. FDRX7. There's a food hall here for nothing but takoyaki, which is octopus balls, and you can get them in whatever sort of flavour and style that you want. One of my favourite animals and one of my favourite sushis. We're a bit shopped out and there's not much else to do here that we can see, so we're going to get some sushi at a sushi train. And the train goes really fast. Fresh salmon sashimi. All of the sushi is actually a lot more expensive than Australia. And they don't have gyoza, and they don't seem to have udon either. This is very fresh and probably a whole lot better than what you get in Australia, but it's also 4 times the price. That train, you got sea urchin, because Emily wanted to try it. It's $10 for one piece, so I hope it's good, Em. And I got egg omelette because I tried some eggs the other day and they were pretty good, so I need to try these eggs and see if these ones are also good. And we got some bluefin tuna from the auction this morning. Probably not, but we'll pretend it is. The sushi was pretty good. It was nice and fresh, and it was a good experience. In, where are we, Em? Obana or Okapana or Ohana? Odaiba Bay. We found the Statue of Liberty in Tokyo. So we finished shopping and now we're on our way to Mario Street Carts. Unfortunately we can't find the train station, but we did find this Tokyo teleport station. We're at street carts. So if you don't know, you get to drive a go-kart on the road and you just follow a tour guide and have a great time. See some sights, do some roads, it's good fun. And you get to wear a stupid costume. I'm Slowpoke with safety glasses. We're in a group of 6 this time and 2 tour guides. We've got cable front brakes. It's like driving the Model A all over again. Someone sent help. Call my mum, I'm scared. This is a pretty awesome experience. We did it many years ago and it was awesome, so we did it again. Nice Porsche back there. We're just waiting for the rest of our group. They got stuck at the lights. So we just finished our tour at street carts. So it went for about 2 hours and it was really good. We have done this before. We did it about 7 years ago and it was a great time then. It was a great time this time. We've obviously brought the rules in a little bit more strict than last time. We didn't go quite as fast and we didn't go quite as far really, but it was still really enjoyable and well worth the money. So if you're in Tokyo street carts, it's a really good time. Now we're off to Shibuya Crossing to watch the first Saturday of the month. They have cars rolling through there just on cruising. So we're gonna go there and try and catch some of that. See you there. We're getting close. I spot a mini truck. So we just walked through Shibuya crossing, and now we're going to walk one block this way and stand on the corner and have a look. So this is the intersection that Alexi was talking about on his video I was watching from many years ago, but hopefully it still holds true. So you got that shop there, you got that on that side, and then behind us is currently a skyscraper getting built. So now we just sit and wait for the cool cars to roll around. We've been here for under 5 minutes. There's a lowrider. Come on, do the thing. So we are absolutely defeated. It's nearly midnight. We got up at 4:30 this morning and been running around all day, so we are both absolutely knackered. Now, I made a friend from Italy at the Shibuya intersection. Now, he's going to a Cars and Coffee that I invited him to, or told him about, that I was told about by a mate of mine. So I was going to go to that with Emily, and now she's just said, I'm pulling the pin, I can't do it, she's knackered. So if I want to go, I have to go by myself in like 6 hours. And I have to have a shower and sleep. So, see you guys in 6 hours. Alright, it's 6:10. I think Emily made the right choice. But we'll go on this adventure alone and see how this car show goes. Car meet goes. Which we like. Japan doesn't really do early. And I love it. It's just taxis everywhere. I missed the train by like 15 seconds. And there'll be one here in about 3 minutes apparently. And if you're wondering, they are incredibly on time. So it's 6:26, the next one will be here at 6:33. That's not 3 minutes, I just realised. 6 minutes. It'll be here very, very shortly. Okay, I've made it off the train. We've got another 800 metres to go in sort of that direction. And then we're going to be at this Cars and Coffee. Only another 500 metres or so. No signs yet. There's a Ferrari in this dude's driveway, so I must be getting close. The driveway looks vicious. This brutal hill is not what I needed right now, but we're almost there. I'm pretty early, it's only 7:10. It started at 7 and it goes till 9 or 9:30, something like that. So let's have a look around. It's a Ortec 260 RS. We've got an Alpha here, and the Italian is saying that they are crap, which we all know, but straight from the Italian. The organisers over here with the microphones are making everyone line up over here, and they're taking a photo of everybody to commemorate the day, which is kind of cute. We've got a camera crew on the roof taking photos of the car meet before we all leave. This place is strange. So it turns out that car guys all around the world including Italians and Japanese, don't like PT Cruises. So that's pretty cool. And the Italian man himself didn't like the Peugeots or the Citroens or the Alphas. He said they were all traffic and they all sucked. So it's quite funny. We caught up with him last night at Shibuya Crossing, or we met him last night. We were just car spotting and he was there. And then I told him about this meet this morning. So he came and met me here. And I didn't even get his name, and he doesn't have social media, so I'll never see him again. But if you're watching this, mate, nice to meet you. See you somewhere else in the world, hopefully. So I'm going to walk back to the train now and get back to the hotel and see what Emily's doing and probably wake her up. See you in a minute. This hill is just as brutal on the way back down, if you were wondering. I don't know what gradient this is, but it's very steep. Oh, there you go, 17%. Seems very steep. Alright, this one's pretty good. I've had a lot of dud drinks, but this one's pretty good. I'd just like to interrupt this video to let you guys know the merch store is finally up and proper. We have all of the stuff. We have air fresheners with the K10 on it. We have lanyards. Plenty. We have so many lanyards with the original El Jefe Chop Shop logo. We have hoodies like this one. We have a few different Corolla shirts, and we have the basic t-shirt as well, in long and short sleeve. And if you're a sticker guy, there's a bunch of different options. So head over to the merch store in the description and grab yourself something cool. Let's get back to the video. So we're headed back to Akihabara. We're going to have a look at some more of the hobby shops. We found some friends from Adelaide. I found my people. Chunk downstairs. Hey Jake. We found an airsoft store. And they're so cheap. But we can't take it from home because it's all illegal where we live. These are the more upmarket ones. It's like $350 for a pistol. So I figured I'm too broke to buy anything, so I'd con Jake to come with me. And turns out he's too broke now as well because he already went to a different store. One of my secret loves is these Honda wagons. I think they're super cool. And there's a Honda City there as well. This store is ridiculous. I don't know if this is a weekly thing, but this road's been shut down to cars. So it's just pedestrian traffic, so you can walk from shop to shop, cross the road whenever you want. We're back at Don Quixote. We have found so many car model shops, and I've got such a haul, mainly for other people, but I'll show you guys when we get back to the hotel. This closed street thing's pretty cool. It's pretty much the only time you can be in the middle of the road and not in the way. It's not bad. So we've had a good morning shopping with our friends, and they had to go off to do some other commitments. So we are heading back to the hotel, and we're going to do some washing, which is super exciting. But my bag's full of things and my feet are very sore. So we'll head back to the hotel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or maybe tonight if I show you the haul of all the stuff. So to start off today's haul, we got 3 more sets of the scale wheels. They're all unpacked in down there. So now I just need to flatten these boxes and put them into the suitcase. Got this little 1/64 scale Honda City, and it comes with the Moto Compo. Got some 1/64 scale containers and Moon Eyes. We're going to the Moon Eyes shop tomorrow. And I figured they'd probably be cheaper not at Moon Eyes, but we shall see. And I'm sure I'm going to buy a lot more tomorrow. We've got 2 more scale models for Dale. We've got a 180 and a Z31. We got this little 54 Lincoln hot rod lead sled. It's in purple, so it was the one that had to come with me. And then we have this Datsun Sunny or 1200 with a Hakko front. We found a second-hand car model shop, so I bought this little school bus and then I found it about 10 minutes later in like a brand new in the packet. But this one is only $4 and in the packet it was like 15 or something. And almost the first thing I saw in the shop was this K10. And it was in a cabinet, so I couldn't tell due to the sticker if it was a wagon or not. And she let me open it up, and it's actually a 4-door sedan. So that's pretty cool. We don't get these in Australia, we don't get good models, and we don't get 4 doors at all. So super happy with that one. And then I found this, which is a little crate of water. So this was in a gashapon. And my mum actually has some original like 60s or 70s Barbie doll accessories that look like this. They're a little Coke crate. So I bought this for her. I know she probably won't care at all, but I saw it and that was the first thing I thought of, so I had to get it. Another little gashapon purchase was a little steak knife or cooking knife. So it comes with a little chopping board and a knife which has an actual little sleeve on it and a cover. It is metal, but it's like that really soft die cast that's, you know, it's not going to be sharp or anything, but it's a cute little scale knife. Second to last was these little hoofs. So these are supposed to be whipped cream. Now the Corolla I call cream. So I was trying to get the white one, and I tried probably 3 or 4 times and didn't get it because it was actually a claw machine, not the gashapon. And then I got the brown one, and Emily laughed and said, "Give me a shot." And she got 4 in one hand, with one go with the crane. And I actually think I'm going to end up with the yellow one on the keys for the Corolla because it's nice and fluffy and won't scratch the dashboard. But I have the white one if I want to use that, or the brown one if I want to have a brown one. But there's another couple somewhere in Em's bag, I think. And then the absolute funniest purchase for today was a tripod, because we found a junk store and it was said junk straight downstairs. And my last tripod that I used for all these YouTube videos was $3 from Cash Converters in South Australia. And this one is a tripod that I got from somewhere in Akihabara. And this was $5 from a junk shop. So I'm going to take that home with me. I'm going to start using that in the shed for the YouTube videos. And I think that's a pretty cool little purchase. So I can probably fit a little bit more in this side of my suitcase, but it is definitely above the halfway line. And that side is pretty much full with clothes. And I have one small suitcase left. And we have another 2 weeks in Japan, or nearly 2 weeks in Japan, and another week and a half in Vietnam. Might end up posting this bag home because it is pretty full, and buying another one. I got a special salt ramen, and Emily got a special chicken, I think she said. She got a regular soft drink, and I got the mega soft drink. It's my birthday. Woo! Yeah. Birthday. So we're about to leave this hotel. It's like 7:30 in the morning. We're going to get a car, and then we're going to drive to Moon Eyes, which is super cool. And then we're going to go to the Hakone like roads, which is pretty cool. And then an open air museum. And we're going to play a hotel near Mount Fuji. So it's going to be a super cool day. I just am pretty flat from the last few days of running around. So come back next week. You'll see a bunch more stuff. I'm going to try and break it into about week blocks, because these videos are going to get pretty long because we are filming pretty much everything. So if you've enjoyed it and you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing and come back next week to see the rest of the trip.